Hello, and many thanks for downloading the second episode of Crease Me Up, the podcast all about Martley Cricket Club, the best village cricket club in the world, in the best village in the world. In this episode, Steve is going to astound us with his knowledge of West End musicals. Mike Holt is going to read I sound a little bit more Barry White, while Ollie will tell of his love of Taylor Swift. Enjoy the show. Welcome back. It's the second episode of Crease Me Up with Craig, with Steve, who's got a mouthful of cake. But say hello. And our very, very special guest, you would not believe it, all the way from over there, it's Ollie. Hello.
Hi guys.
There you go. Look at that. I tell you, is this Steve? Can you just describe how can you describe your Friday and Saturday nights this week?
Very drunk.
Brain drunk.
Very drunk.
Yeah. Very drunk.
Very drunk Friday, very drunk Saturday.
Okay. So
Friday night we had all stars at the
yeah. How many?
120.
Beers?
No, all stars.
Oh, all stars, yeah.
Stars dinos. I probably had about 15 or 20 on Friday night.
And then Saturday night?
How
many?
Wedding Saturday night.
Yeah, how many?
Yeah, I was down the ground all afternoon, so I probably had 7 or 8 down the ground. Then got to the wedding half cut and then come out of there at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I don't really remember getting home.
So this episode is brought to you by Alcoholics Anonymous. So we are, it's a Sunday. We're actually, in the background, we got the Scotland-Hungary game, and it's 0-0, and the Scots are playing quite well. We're in my kitchen. Last time we were in my front room, but Archie's finished his A-levels, so we got the use of the kitchen table. And tonight is very, very exciting. And guess what we've got? We've got both strawberry cake and...
chocolate.
Brilliant. Black Forest Gassing.
Forest Gassing.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, but I was on the ball as a dead seal. Come on, right, here we go. So, if you could just take our international listener through, what beers you got?
What beers you got? Budweiser tonight. King of beers.
Ollie?
It's a good question. What did you call me?
Yeah, San Miguel.
San Miguel.
Yeah, as I say, is on the ball as a dead seal. So, there's the three of us all the way here. We haven't got Watty this week because, well, Watty's been a bit of a div.
Yeah.
So, hopefully back for next time. As I was saying last time, we need to kind of recap on a few little things just to sort it out for our international listener. So, for one, I think this is 1% cricket, 95% about the club, and then 10% drivel.
You can't add up, can you?
I can't add up. Yeah, quick maths. So, currently, we are the 23rd most popular cricket podcast in Britain.
Out of?
I think it's 23. But
There's thousands.
Is there really?
There are thousands of cricket podcasts in the UK.
We're doing really well. I
did Google this week when you told me.
I think we'll be the 22nd most popular cricket podcast ever by Christmas.
Because the top... You got me on now, so it might drop a bit.
Now, what's been the feedback you've heard so far on this podcast? What have you heard?
Mr. Hayes, the other one, is I'd like to say, been very impressed by his...
He's been very impressed by his own podcast.
No, his brother Stu.
The other Mr. Hayes, yeah.
He loved what's his comments on him being a gobshite, but apart from that, overjoyed.
He was kind of stating the obvious, yeah. What have you heard, Steve?
Everything's good.
Is that it?
All comments to me have been good.
The most common thing
the length was brought into it that we probably went a bit long last time.
Is that the first time you've ever heard the phrase the length is good?
Length, yeah.
Right, okay, fair enough. And we're not talking cricket.
Yeah.
So I think we've learned a few things since last time. Last time was a pilot. So we bought more microphones, although I can't get them to work. So we're still on 2 microphones, but we'll get that sorted. I think we'll be less than 3 hours this time. So if you're thinking right now, listener, if you're walking the dog or baking a cake or I don't know what you're doing, you're on the good foot doing the bad thing, whatever you're doing, you shouldn't be doing it while you're doing that. But if you are listening, we're going to try and go for 45 minutes tonight.
We'll see.
And I've never said that before. But anyway, so I think we just need to recap on a couple of other things before, excuse me, I've got the lurgy, before we take you through what we're going to cover tonight. So we need to just remind listeners why we call Crease Me Up. Now, I'm going to take the listener through what the crease is, and then Steve has offered to take the listener what the crease is. I'm going to say it's where the batter stands. It's a line where the batter stands. Steve, what's your long, convoluted 6-minute explanation of the crease?
No, I'm with you. I'm with you, Wayne. It is that's just going with the 2 lines where the batter stands at both ends. That's the crease.
And Ollie, what does crease me up mean? Because apparently in France it does not translate. So what does crease me up mean?
Who have we got listening in France?
Well, I work for a French company, so half the company is listening to this.
There we go then. Crease me up. It's a good question. No, just having a laugh and cracking someone up, I'd say.
Cracking someone up. I'm sure that doesn't translate in France.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in call blaming governor and all that. Crease me up. Yeah, I guess it means
Expression, isn't it?
It means having a laugh. Yeah,
It's having a laugh and having a gin.
Absolutely. And I think just the final thing we need to recap on. Steve, can you just explain on our cover photo why you've got a hat?
Why I've got a hat? Yeah, you put a hat on me.
But why?
Yeah, you put a hat on me.
Yeah, but what's
Somebody else made a ridiculous comment about one of my nicknames.
And what's that nickname?
Mongo.
And who is Mongo?
It's the bloke that eats the baked beans in Blazing Saddles, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the film Blazing Saddles, stupidest person alive with a hat. And everyone thinks... Everyone thinks Steve's... Well, not only looks like him, but sounds like him as well. So I think there's a lot to cover this week. First of all, we want to say congratulations to Dom.
Yeah.
And his new bride,
Lucy.
Yeah, I wasn't invited to the wedding, but thanks, Dom.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. Thanks a lot, Dom.
Yeah, appreciate the free bar.
But I have to say, Dom is one of the nicest guys I've met. I think Dom's absolutely sorted. So congratulations. And is it many happy returns when you get married? What is it?
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
This is your birthday.
Okay, brilliant. We're off to a cracking start. So we're going to cover, first of all, the Evening Cup with Ollie.
Yeah, so we've somehow got into the final.
What is the Evening Cup? For our international listener, what is the Evening Cup?
So we play a midweek league, and then we've got a midweek cup as well. We've been able to get into this automatically, I'm guessing. Is that correct? And then, we've somehow progressed through it. Usually it's a lot of knocking out in the first round, but somehow we've managed to get through the semis and we're to the final now. Beat Stourport in the semis, and yeah.
And who is the captain of the Evening Cup team?
He's some good-looking guy. I don't know what his name is.
No, I thought he couldn't make it. I thought it was you instead.
He's proper good looker. Can't be me.
And this is your first year captaining the team, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. So I got voted in at this year's AGM. Somehow I was out of the room.
Were you at the bar again?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So Lani put me forward, and then well,
just to confirm, Steve, Mongo, Lardy, all the same. Yeah, sorry, Ollie.
Yeah, so got put out of the room, and then all the votes came in, and then me and Owen came out on top.
Pardon?
Me and Owen came out.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah.
I think I've started the votes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we came out on top, and we were left with all the responsibility. But it's been going good.
And you're happy with captaining, telling people what to do?
No, it's
Tell the truth, Ollie.
It's got its up and downs, hasn't it? It's a nightmare, to be honest. Sorting out all the squads and all that, all the admin side. I've got Vela helping me out as well, which is great. But no.
Is that Tom Vale? Hubba.
Yeah.
Lock up your daughters. Might be on the next episode. Tom Vale.
Yeah.
Wow.
To be fair, though, this season's been unlike other seasons, evening league stuff. We've always done the evening league, and we've always had mess about friendlies.
Yes.
And the cups, like Ollie's saying, we've never really got anywhere. We have this year. We got to the final at Kidderminster Cricket Club on Tuesday. 6 o'clock start. Be there 5:30. Bar will be open about them.
Yeah. For those listening back, they might be listening to this after the Evening Cup game. So what's that?
So if you're listening to this on Wednesday, we played on a Tuesday night previously. We won
25th.
because
25th.
played the umpire.
So 25th, because we're going to drop this on the 24th.
Yeah.
So everyone listening on the 24th, is it Get to Kidderminster? What's it called?
Kidderminster Cricket Club, Chester Road, Kidderminster, obviously.
Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah. It's going to where the county play there. Worcestershire play their out games.
And if you've never seen 11 fellas with purple and gold, was it spandex? What do you call it?
Yeah, coloured kit, spandex.
Pajamas.
Yeah, pajamas.
Yeah. But messing around with big balls, That's an opportunity.
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
an opportunity not to be missed.
Yeah, I'll miss it. But anyway, let's take a video.
Where are you then?
I'm off to France again.
Picking up more hair products.
But what is it you?
Well, I'm banging on around out this week about your subscription to hair products.
It's
You have
It's not.
no,
not
anymore.
Yeah,
You have a weekly delivery of hair products.
it's no longer weekly.
Okay, so what is it now? Every 2 weeks.
Isn't it?
We are going to do a video. We are going to yeah, one of our podcasts. So our listener in France will see the amount of hair product you've got in your hair.
Crease Me Up brought to you by VO5. That's enough of that. So we're also going to cover a few other things. So there's a list of things I'm going to rattle off here. The recent scores, because let's face it, we need to talk about the first team and the second team yesterday. We need to talk about Watty's 4 runs the other day. We need him back. The pavilion progress. I mean, that is a subject that could take at least 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We might take 20. Bradders and his hair.
Brothers there.
Yeah, or Heisenberg. That's not going to mean anything to you because you don't watch Breaking Bad.
That's lettuce, isn't it? I was big.
For God's sake.
No lettuce, is it?
We're also going to play a game of Steve. Have you ever heard of this? After last time, we're going to talk about the 26th of July, which the date of which is the 26th of July at the ground, the official opening, the big day itself. Get there, be there or be square. Because Ollie is here, we're going to talk about La Manga. The trip in September. I mean, are you going to take anything in your bag apart from like just 100 gross of condoms? Seriously.
I'd be agrees on it.
Yeah.
Agrees.
I mean, do you remember Colin Frizzle, the greatest character in film history?
Sorry?
You've lost.
Colin Frizzle.
Yeah, you've lost me. Sorry.
My hero, Colin Frizzle, Love Actually.
My VA5 as well.
So stop it. So Colin Frizzle, in Love Actually, says, I'm fed up of not pulling in Britain. I'm going to go to a bar in America. And he pulls up at the airport, gets in the taxi, lands in Milwaukee, goes in the taxi, and he says, can you take me to a bar? And he says, which bar? He goes, any bar. And he ends up having a bit of, hopping on the good foot and doing the bad thing with 4 young ladies. And he just takes, his rucksack is just full of condoms. All our listeners right now are thinking, I remember Colin Frizzle. Who hasn't seen Love Actually? I'm looking at 2 little fellas here finishing the cake. You've not seen Love Actually. So just to
Got cameras, isn't it?
So just to confirm, you've never watched Godfather 1, Godfather 2, Love Actually, or Breaking Bad. Is that true, Steve?
Yeah, I don't watch films.
As I say, later on, we're going to be playing... Steve, have you ever heard of this? We're also going to be talking about the golf day in October. The emails we received. Now, we received some emails you would not believe. Fan mail.
Thousands of emails.
I've got to... I'm going to read both of those later.
Let's whittle this down to like only a couple then, because we can't read all of them. We're here all night.
There is an embarrassing story about the emails.
Okay. You forgot to switch it on?
Well, on the basis that most people fed back to me, I listened to the first 10 minutes of the last one. This is going to hook people in. People are going to listen to the end because I've got a story about the emails that you would not believe.
Okay.
We're also going to cover how people can win a signed photo of Steve. And we might just copy a pin.
It's a tenner, basically.
It's a tenner.
Yes.
We're going to talk about England and the Euros. Oh, that won't take long.
Obviously.
And then to finish off, this is the part of the podcast that no one looks forward to, but we're going to do it anyway. Ollie is going to be going through hamburger or hot dog. I'm sorry about that, Ollie. Now, what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to pop some questions at Ollie.
Go on then.
We want to just get to know you, Ollie. You've already had a beer. Well, you've had about 2 sips.
Yeah,
it look like?
Wow, forward to
Yeah, your usual rate. Then, tell me about your love of cricket. What do you love about cricket?
It's a good question, isn't it? Some days I ask myself the same question some days, and especially after this weekend, going back to the scores and all. Cricket. Where do I start? No, it's
that and the ball.
That's the one.
Have you really been to the pub? Seriously? Have you had a few beers?
Yeah. We had Winter of the Nations on the way home and had a couple.
Nice.
Introduced Ollie to my sister. It was a great one. Couldn't have gone better, we'll say. Couldn't have gone better. But no, back to my love of cricket. No, I don't know. It's a good one, isn't it? You spend all day Saturday, got nothing else to do, fill your weekend up, because you've got nothing else to do.
So you play cricket because you got nothing else to do?
Yeah, basically. No friends, no life.
No friends, no life, just cricket.
I mean, we're really selling the club here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Come along if you've got nothing to do and you're homeless and you're skinned and you've got no mates. Come along to Martley Cricket Club.
But no, I started at a young age and went through a few different clubs from that front, and then got to Martley, and it's just sort of stuck since then.
So, because the question everyone wants to know, including our international listener, is you live near Stourport-on-Severn,
Unfortunately,
which is kind of,
we don't talk about.
but which is kind of like
It's too posh.
it's kind of
Too posh. They moved the Stourport boundary to the other side of his garden, so he wouldn't have a Stourport postcode. It's far too posh to have a Stourport postcode.
But just for everyone, how would you describe? Because I would describe Stourport as the Blackpool of the Midlands with more chavs.
Stourport.
Yeah, you're not
on. Everyone from Birmingham goes on holiday there.
Hey, like,
Which is bizarre.
down to Treasure Island for the day. No, thank you.
No.
Basically, they walk around. Yeah, I'm all right.
And there are some pubs with flat roofs, I'm sure they must
Yeah,
be. Yeah.
Plenty of flat roofs there.
Your history with Martley, how long have you been playing for Martley?
It's a good question. I reckon roughly 5, 6 years. Maybe not even.
You really put up here that long.
Yeah, well, I did a bit in the U, then dropped out. Well, not dropped out, just stopped playing for a while. Came back. Could only get into the Sunday squad. That's how good I was.
Yeah. The Sunday squad that doesn't exist anymore.
That's the one, yeah. So unfortunately, that's what this Saturday. Okay, good. There we go. But no, yeah, roughly about 5 years. And you just sort of, I don't know, you find your path, and it's like a family, isn't it? You just
It is, I have to say, and I genuinely, you two are the nicest guys I know. I just
You
like,
really don't know.
no, honestly, I genuinely, two of the nicest guys I know, or anyone could wish to know. And my story about Ollie is when I came back after 30 years of playing a couple of years ago,
me and you opened that.
me and you opened the bat in, and Ollie, because Ollie's only about 3 years old, okay, you know, he writes his letters in alphabet. He's 3 years old.
Was that hell of a bit?
So, I mean,
Got ginger beer done.
that's true. And when he came back,
We're not discriminating on this podcast.
No,
the thing is, when Ollie,
nearly saying, describing your features as you got ginger in your beer.
because when Ollie came out of bat, he still had his umbilical cord on. I mean, that's how young he is. And then I saw he was giving out. He's got a car. I was like, "Are you
It's
allowed
not
to
really a
drive?"
car, is it? It's more of a roller skate.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But Ollie kind of, me, I'm at least 31, and
Stone.
thank you. And it's harsh. Hungary just scored. Oh, who's just scored?
Switzerland.
Oh, Switzerland. Oh, the show. Sorry, we've got this on in the background. Anyway, was that against Germany? Wow. Anyway, sorry, listeners, but we'll come back to the point. So Ollie kind of took me under his wing. Ollie looked after me and showed me what was going on. You stop it, Ian. And Ollie was such a nice person and inclusive and looked after. I always appreciate that.
Switzerland. They're beating Germany currently. They're playing at the same time.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
wow. Sorry, listener, we are concentrating on you. I promise. What's been your best ever game for Martley, Ollie?
Personally, I'd say my first game in the ones. I remember playing Ease away. No,
I played in that game with you.
yeah, I think
I see you played in that one.
I'd only played with you and Scott before. It was like the ones I played with. Never played with anyone else. Hadn't necessarily like socialised with any of the others in the seconds, and not that there's a massive divide, because there's no divide now. Now I'm within the club. It's you just sort of you fit in, and I was made to feel welcome and all that, and the game just went to plan. Obviously,
And your best innings, but what's been your best in all?
We don't talk about that.
yeah.
Have a wicket keeper, Ollie. Why not? Wicket keeper in loose terms, Ollie. No, we didn't have anyone with any gloves once, so we put him behind the stumps, and
Something special on him.
so now he stands behind the stump.
But he's a hell of a bowler.
Go on, then.
Against me, anyway, in the nets.
In the nets, as Marty would say, no matter what the ball does, it gets him out. It's turned a mile.
It's turned him up. Honestly, it turns about 3 yards when people bowl at me.
You ask Corty.
Go barrel straight.
Unbelievable. Why Martley? Why have you stuck with Martley? Because you said you've moved around.
Yeah, so
What is it about Martley? Because we're trying to promote Martley Cricket Club. So what is it?
it's just a family sort of environment. You come, and I've got friends from school that played for Martley, so it was Will Dunks that I knew before joining, and and then you're just sort of within the family, and there's no leaving from there.
Well, you say that, and there's a bit of a loving going on, but not anymore. Steve,
Yes.
what are the nicknames for Ollie at the club?
Oh, which ones can I mention? Symbols.
Why symbols?
Well, he's a wicket keeper that does that basically.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
It's visible.
I was going to say it's a podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know. I think we are going to do a video. We started off, what was it? Milky Bar Kid was an early one for you?
Yeah,
Milky Bar Kid. Joe 90.
So,
Joe 90, there was that one photo. Yeah, Joe.
so
Techie, because anyone that doesn't know Ollie just does look a computer geek. He's the bloke you go to at your company who fixes computers. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, that was AB at Barnard Screen.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, which is 99% of people listening, because we actually have a big under 18s audience, as it turns out, but I'll tell you about that later. So the Milky Bar Kid was a character in an advert for the Milky Bar, white chocolate bar, years and years ago. Little fella with blonde hair and glasses,
Yeah.
and he used to shout, "The Milky Bars are on me!"
That's
And he had a little plastic gun going on.
Yeah.
What's Ollie got to do with that? I'm not sure.
Well, when he first turned up, he was white, pasty white,
Yeah.
Not anymore.
and he got the same style glasses on, basically.
I would say
If he's grown up and back now, when he's grown up now, he's about 2 inches taller, and he's got better glasses. But apart from that, he's obviously got a bit of sunburn now because we've had some. He's red.
he has got some sunburn.
Yeah.
I would say, imagine, for the listener, Declan Rice with glasses.
I'll take
I think you've just outsold. That's just not
Say that.
right.
Do you think?
How can you?
However,
Doesn't have glasses.
however,
Declan Rice is a person who can run around and like play sport.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's not half marathon. I was going to. You can do the half marathon.
yeah, somehow.
What a twat. Do you want me to give you a list? If you do the first 100 yards, if you jump over, get in the car, take it to the end, and you can do the last couple of 100 yards,
Sounds like
get your medal. That's sorted, isn't it?
I think we're going to go on 3 hours here if we don't get back on track. But just to finish off with Ollie, I think my favourite one I heard was Pound Shop Harry Potter.
Pound Shop Harry Potter?
Yeah, some called it Pound Shop. Yeah, I heard it once. Pound Shop, I think it's me. But Pound Shop Harry Potter. Anyway, let's talk about the recent scores. Let's go through very quickly what happened yesterday, Saturday. First of all, the ones. So you and me, Steve.
I was at the ones yesterday. I was working in the morning at the pavilion because the carpets, all the carpets going down now, and we're approaching finishing touches. So, yeah, we sat down and watched the ones, and it was a glorious afternoon in the sun. And we were treated to possibly one of the best innings I've ever seen down at the ground by an opposition player. He scored 197,
Not out.
not out. They amassed at 320 total, I think it was.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our ones were obviously preoccupied with evening drinks at the wedding.
Yeah.
Dom and Lucy, they were all out for 76.
Brilliant.
So everyone made the wedding on time.
Yeah. And how many did Watty get?
I don't think what he troubled the scorers. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think he missed a straight one again.
That is quite funny. The team.
I mean, I could play cricket if you want me to just get the correct stat.
No, I'm fine.
I
Thank you.
didn't want to hard do him by like one run because he didn't get any more than.
Is that why he's cried off this podcast? Because he's just right. He's upset
again. Yeah.
He's upset again. Okay, come on, Watson. We need you back. Right, Ollie. How did the twos get on yesterday?
The twos. No good, mate. No good. Fielding wasn't there. They put about 200 odd on the board.
Yeah.
Failed to get that. But we did have Jack Williams who stuck in there for 25 overs and got the full 45 done.
Wow.
It's amazing.
So Jack Williams.
No, you don't get.
Was it win-lose?
Yeah, it's win.
Should really know that, shouldn't I, as club development officers?
Yeah.
Are you club development officer?
Yeah, my official title is club development.
What does that mean?
I'm basically the chairman, but I don't have the chairman's tag.
They don't trust.
Thanks you.
They don't trust you with it. Okay, fair enough. No, I can believe that. Let's talk about the 4 runs that Watty scored. Were you playing in that, Ollie? The winning runs a couple of weeks back?
No, I wasn't, unfortunately. I was in the ones. I missed that one.
There was a hell of a... and this is where the detail really kicks in. I can't remember when it was and which team it was. I can't remember the opposition, but it was definitely cricket of some sort. Because I was following it non-stop on the game chat. And I saw that Watty actually got more than 3 runs and scored the winning runs with the boundary.
Yeah, but I think I wasn't at that game, but what I was told was they needed 2 to win, I think it was, off the last ball. and he managed to hit the straight one instead of miss it this time.
Wow.
It went all the way out to long on, I think it was, and the fielder dived over it.
Okay.
Nearly go through his legs. And they went for 4. So, yeah, he walked off Mr. Victorious. But the true story of the fact is, if the fielder could have stood up and caught the ball,
Yeah.
yeah, he'd have gotten out again, wouldn't he, when he lost us the game.
Now, this takes me back to Star Wars. Steve, have you heard of Star Wars?
Yes.
Okay,
I've
brilliant.
Star Wars.
You know the bit at the end of the first one, and we're not going to call it Episode 4: New Hope because okay. It was only changed in 1979 for the re-release. Did you know that?
I know quite a bit about Star Wars. I do like Star Wars.
Okay, fair enough. So anyway,
We do our best Chewbacca impressions.
oh, that's pretty good, Ollie.
I'll pass on that one.
You'll pass on that one. We've had a couple of drinks already. So, the end of Star Wars, going down the trench, Luke Skywalker, Red 5, going down, and in the end, he turns off his guidance computer, and he closes his eyes, he'll trust the Force, then Kenobi's having a go, pulls the trigger, boom, blows up the Death Star. Blows up the Death Star.
Yeah.
I think that's what he did. He closed his eyes, he thought, I can't miss again. Every time I open my eyes, I keep missing.
I'm still struggling to understand how on earth you've got from what he hit in a 4 to blowing up the Death Star.
He's kind of like a grey-haired Luke Skywalker.
He wasn't grey-haired in that film, was he? He was in the end.
He was in the end. No, was he?
That one, was he?
No, he wasn't in Star Wars.
No, I know that. I thought you was comparing him to what he did.
No, enough said. We have got to talk about. So we're already 26 minutes in. Let's play a game of Steve. Have you even heard of this? Okay.
Well, go on.
Steve, have you ever watched a Shakespeare comedy?
No, I've never watched Shakespeare.
Is that the thing?
Yeah. I just want to know Steve's cultural reference points.
I didn't know Shakespeare did comedy.
Okay. All right. Ollie, have you got a question for Steve on cultural references then?
Concert.
Steve, can you name me a Beyonce album?
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve.
She named one album after herself, didn't she?
That's 1 out of 2.
Yeah.
And then
You do that because my 11-year-old daughter.
And then the final one, the cultural reference point, was the last musical you saw in person?
The last musical? Ah, wow. So I see a lot of musicals.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I go down to London quite a lot for musicals. See, now you are taken aback now, aren't you?
So we've got to do this in video because the look on my face right now.
So a bit of background on this.
Yeah.
My wife owns a theatre backcloth company who rents all of the stage scenery and stuff like that and the cloths to all the theatres around the UK. So off the back of that, we spend a lot of time in theatres as a family.
So what's the last one you saw?
So this week alone, she's been to 2.
Yep.
And she's going again on Wednesday night. The last one I saw, I think, was Lion King in...
At the Lyceum?
No, Lyceum. Yeah, Lyceum's Lion King.
Yeah.
And the following, I think Frozen, I might have gone to it the week before with my daughter.
I'm astonished.
It's Rory Lane.
You're on 2 out of 3.
Rory Lane.
And episode 3 will have more of. Steve, have you heard of this?
So, yeah.
Wow. I'm amazed.
I've actually seen The Lion King 3 times at the Lyceum now.
I'm amazed.
Yeah.
And with that, we'll take a break. Welcome back. It's the second half of Crease Me Up with Steve.
Good evening.
And Ollie.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Right. We have many sponsors at our club, and we want to give them a shout out because they really support us. And Steve would be absolutely skinned. They wouldn't be able to cream anything off the top if it wasn't for these sponsors. So I'm going to give a shout out to a few people, and Steve knows them better than me. So we're going to do a few this week. Worcester Studio.
What's the web studios? Yeah. They do all our hosting and website work and all that sort of
Awesome. So if you go on to martleycricket.co.uk, you'll see the wonderful job they do.
Since when have we had a website?
Brilliant.
Well done, Ollie. About 5 years.
Never.
Yeah.
Have you never been on martleycricket.co.uk? And I'll say it again now. Have you never been on?
Can't say I have, no.
Brilliant.
It's even got an app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the App Store?
No, not on the App Store, but you can create the web link into an app and then it again...
You can on every website, can't you?
Yeah, I know that, but we're just...
And more of this next week. Second one, Map Group. Steve, tell us about Map Group.
Martley Art Products. They are a family business within the village.
Yeah.
They do a lot of work with us. They do all our signage. They do all our sponsor boards. They do the signage for the new pavilion. Yeah.
And they're wonderful people, aren't they?
They're wonderful people. And they also sponsor our youth section. they're quite a big sponsor of ours, Martley.
And I also want to give a shout out to Perks Accountancy. Now, Rachel is so good. She did my tax return and actually got a refund. So thank you, Rachel. Guys, anything you want to say about Perks Accountancy?
No, I've done double Perks Accountancy. That's Watty and you in it and look after.
That's Watty and me. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Well, more of that next week. So what we're going to be doing now, we're going to be talking about the pavilion. Now, the pavilion, can I just say, I think the pavilion, apart from the furniture, I think the pavilion looks amazing. Steve, as project manager and not Bob the Builder, can you tell our listener exactly what's going on with the pavilion?
What's going on with the pavilion? We're approaching the final stages now in preparation to opening it. So
when do you think?
It's definitely being opened on the 26th of July.
Wow.
When we're playing Worcestershire.
Yeah.
On the Friday evening game. That's being opened by a Ashes legend and...
whose name begins with A and ends with Ashley Giles.
Begins with an Ashley Giles, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the pavilion's absolutely flying.
We've got the TVs up, haven't we?
TVs are up, carpets down, bars in. The bar is fucking stunning.
And now,
I've got to say.
Now, what beers have you put in? What ciders have you put in?
What ciders have we got? We've got Thatcher's Orange, Thatcher's Blackcurrant, Thatcher's Lemon, Thatcher's Gold.
Brought to you by Thatcher's.
Thatcher's. We've got Carlin and Madry in there. We've got Atlantic Pale Ale. There'll be Guinness in there, and obviously a fine selection of spirits and wines.
Wow. Pork scratchings?
We'll be having pork scratchings and probably pickled eggs. Pickled eggs.
Pizza oven as well.
Not having a pizza oven. Nobody eats pizza. That's just rubbish, any pizza. Because we do have a pizza that's coming.
Crisps?
Yes, we'll get Walker's crisps.
So if you're hungry, you can have crisps or pork scratchings.
Yeah.
Now, Ollie, can you do me a favour for our US listener? Maybe. Can you tell them what are pork scratchings?
Dog food.
Brilliant. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But I'm just going to go with pickled egg. Steve, tell everyone what a pickled egg is.
It's basically an egg that's come out of a chicken's bum. You hard boil it.
Yeah.
Peel it.
Not the chicken.
Not the chicken, the egg.
Yeah.
But which came first? There we go. And you shove it in a jar and put a load of vinegar on it and leave it for a couple of weeks.
Not the chicken.
Not the chicken.
Yeah.
So that, and then you get a pickled egg.
Yeah. And this is known as a British delicacy.
Oh, yes.
This is up there with chips and pork scratchings.
This is up there with caviar, pickled eggs.
Wow.
And you've got to put a pickled egg inside a bag of cheese and onion crisps.
Ollie,
With a little bit of vinegar. Absolutely stunning meal.
Honestly, I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole.
so what's your meal of choice, Ollie? I'm fascinated now.
I reckon I'd go nice steak and chips, and you can't go wrong, can you?
Can't go wrong with this stage.
Is that it?
You can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. Let's talk about Bradders. Actually, no, I'm gonna just ask one thing, okay? Now this is gonna be sensitive, and Steve's gonna give you the look now.
Yeah.
Not that look, not the usual Friday night look. But let's talk about the bar versus the Crown.
Oh,
Can we talk about that on the podcast?
bar versus the Crown. Wow.
Because we're gonna have. I mean, our beers are gonna be what, £4.50?
We can't discuss prices because we can't give anyone a
Competitive advantage.
Yeah, competitive advantage. Wow. Suffice to say, our costs won't be London prices.
This is like Apple versus Meta. This is.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got to be careful on this.
Yeah.
So yeah, we won't be going anywhere near the £5, £6, £7 a pint.
Yeah.
We're going to keep the cost down.
So if you're in Martley, if you're hiking, if you're come to see Ollie in full flow with his maroon and gold pajamas on a Tuesday, get down the bar and you can get a cheap pint.
Yeah.
And you can see what's his furniture.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Doesn't get better than that, does it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we want to discuss the carpet?
Well, it's on the floor.
Brilliant. So next, let's talk about Bradders.
Brothers.
So Bradders, Dave Bradders.
Dave Brothers Bradley.
I met Mrs. Bradders yesterday.
And
Hi. Yeah. And he's about to have all his hair shaved off. This is what we got at the Breaking Bad conversation. Ollie, have you ever seen Breaking Bad? Is there anyone at Martley Cricket Club?
Down here.
Oh my God. Okay. So if I said Heisenberg, would that mean anything?
that's a lettuce, I told you.
No, I have had it thrown around a few times, but that's not what it is.
Truth.
It's a good question.
Okay. This is known as a cultural bypass, this village. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so please Google Martley crowdfunder. Because Bradders is about to shave all his hair off, and he's only got about 3 anyway. So
No, that's a bit harsh on Dave. He's got beautiful long flowing locks.
Really?
He has never had cut short. He's always had his Jimmy Savile haircut.
I'm not convinced you want to say that on this podcast. Let's edit that one out. But what's he raising money for, Steve?
He's raising money. He's having his head shaved for Pavilion to get us over the line, basically.
What, for better furniture?
Some furniture, patio furniture, bits and pieces like that, just to tip us over and get us there. So for those who don't know Dave, can I just say, Dave Bradley is he's probably a national superstar. Everybody knows Dave Bradley. He's the voice of Worcestershire County Cricket Ground.
Yeah.
When they did the T20s and one day, he's the boy there with the microphone walking around.
Yeah,
revving up the fans.
Yeah,
he was the voice of Worcester Rugby Club. Until they went bang, obviously, with what happened there. He does a lot for local sport. He's also BBC Hereford and Worcester. He had his own show on there for umpteen years.
I can't believe French and American people have never heard of him.
No,
it's a scandal. It's a scandal.
Yes, and he's now doing the live commentary for the BBC on all Worcestershire cricket.
But can I just say to all the listeners, when you think of Dave Bradley, don't think of Jimmy Savile. No, what I'm going to say.
He's been a president of the club now for, he'll probably shoot me, but I think
70 years.
Got a bit when now. I was realistic. I think it's 20, but it feels like about 90.
Yeah. That's fair. But one of the true greats. 26th of July, 2 o'clock open, 1 o'clock open.
Ground 2 o'clock. Ground probably that +1. Ground opens. Gates will open at 1:30.
No, Ollie, are you going to be there?
Yeah, luckily I've got 1 day left holiday.
So this is the opportunity for everyone in the country and around the world to get to Martley, to meet Steve, to meet Watty, to meet Ollie.
Yeah.
This is, what an opportunity. And there's going to be maroon and gold pyjamas going on.
Yeah, big pyjama cricket.
Wow. I'm excited. I'm slightly moist right now. I am thinking about it.
It's great news.
Yeah. Tom Bird is going to actually cut that bit.
At least your hair won't move with all that product in there.
That's harsh. So do you know? Do you remember was it the Ice Bucket Challenge?
Yeah.
Years ago, and it turns out I use a pomade in my hair. And years ago, my daughter came over and chucked some ice over me. And it turns out this pomade, what it does in your hair, if you get water on it, it goes white, and it looks like there's milk coming out of your hair.
So
it looks like the money shot gone wrong. It really does. Anyway, just
26th of July.
26th of July, yes.
Gates open at 1:30. It'll go out on the website. It'll all be on our socials. At 2:30, we are having junior coaching by the county players.
Yeah.
The game is due to start, I think, 4:30.
Steve's on the bar.
I think 4:30. I might be on the bar. I might be just walking around with my egg and bacon jacket on.
Yep.
Obviously for selfies with all of our fans.
And Ollie, what are you going to be doing for the day?
I don't know. I'll be there, but I'm yet to be told what I'll be doing.
It's going to be awesome. Let's get.
I'll be my bitch of the day, basically.
Yeah. Last year we had.
You to wear a hat. Yeah, you did last year.
Yeah. Okay. After the game, we do have a live singer on who is absolutely stunning. He'll be on from 7:30, probably 8 o'clock-ish, playing right the way through till 10. So we're going to build a stage and a backdrop by the new pavilion. So he'll be on right the way.
And you can't confirm it's Harry Styles, is that right?
We can't confirm the name just yet.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, it's got a good chance of my friend Robbie Williams might be attending.
Engelbert Humperdinck?
No,
Desert Corner?
Robbie Williams.
Right, okay, fair enough.
And yeah, or someone that looks very much like Robbie Williams.
Who looks like Robbie Williams?
Oh, Robbie Williams.
Brilliant. Let's talk about the one subject we've got to talk about today, and we're building up. We're only 3 months away. You two are already looking scared. Ollie is that nervous. He's making very suspicious movements of his hand down his glass, up and down his glass. So I don't know what he's expecting. But it's a cricket tour. Where to?
We go to the Mountgate this year.
And what are we going to be doing there, guys?
Playing cricket. We're going to take in some cultural visits. We're going to some museum. We're going to see some museums.
Yeah, galleries.
Yeah, there's some art galleries.
Yeah. Ollie's taking, 3,000 condoms?
Yeah, we're taking... we'll be playing cricket on the Saturday and the Sunday, then for 5 days, Thursday to Tuesday. Back end of September, we are playing against Lemanga themselves on the Saturday.
Wow.
And I think we're playing Costa del Sol again because we played them 2 years ago.
Yeah.
on the Sunday.
Did you just burp into
Yeah, I did from there.
Brilliant. Ollie, you didn't go on the last one. The last one was in Torremolinos,
I didn't go old enough.
which is like Stourport by the sea. So can you tell us what your expectations of La Manga are?
Oh, I've been warned. No, I've got expectations as to what they are, and we'll see.
Because apparently we need to behave ourselves. Is that true? Okay, fair enough. Okay, awesome. Now I'm thinking of actually taking a microphone and walking around at night interviewing people.
Do you know how dangerous that could be?
Well, on the basis that last time in Torremolinos, I've never talked to so many women in my life when I wore a dress. And just to confirm, we were all wearing dresses that night. It wasn't just me, but I wore a dress.
It's all rules that. So we have a night where we'll put, say, silly hats and ties on, and we'll have another post match where we have to cross dress. So it's okay for the men that already dress dresses because they have to put jeans and a t-shirt on.
Yeah.
But everybody else obviously has to take the jeans and the t-shirt off and put a dress on that night.
Can I just confirm, this is a moment where Tom Vale is going to say, let's edit that bit out. But all I'm going to say, I'm just going to give you one word, okay? Bondage.
Bondage.
Did you think bondage gear, middle of La Manga? It'll go down such a trait. You win the one of those little red balls in your mouth. Sorry, I'm talking out loud again.
I think I'm busy.
Okay. Well, if you've got any ideas for our trip to La Manga, write into Crease Me Up at hotmail.com. Let's talk about the golf day. The golf day. So,
golf day.
What happens at the golf day? I think I know the best bit. At the end of the golf day, we have pie, chips, and mushy peas.
Yeah.
Anything else that happens on the golf day?
Yeah, a few beers, don't we? We normally have about a barrel of beer in the golf buggies as we're driving around. So our 4-ball, which is normally me, Watty, Craig, and another who gets invited into this select 3-ball, make a 4-ball.
Yeah.
We always have a good selection of ales and beers on our carts.
Yeah, because my experience last year, it was of you on the way to the club, Steve, stopping off at the shop in Harlow to buy a shed load of beers at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And stuff it in your bag.
Never too early for a beer, is it?
Outrageous. We want to talk about the emails. Now, we have had some emails coming in to creasemeup@hotmail.com. Now, going forward, you can win a signed photo of Steve.
I'm Saudonese.
Okay, it might actually be a copy of, a Robbie Williams photo.
We're doing about A1.
So what we're going to be doing, if you write in your best question, please write in, and you can win a signed photo of Steve, something that no one has ever asked for, but let's do it anyway.
Oh, no. So, I've given plenty of autographs in my past.
He carries them around with him.
So the emails we've had in, we've got one from Ali Ratib, who says, I'm absolutely loving Crease Me Up. It's so nice to have on while I'm on the bus or doing work. I would love to hear some more of your best cricket jokes. Looking forward to the next episode. So, we need a best cricket joke.
Best cricket joke?
Yeah, I'm going to leave this to you guys. So, because these guys were doing just...
Why do Australians do so well in South Africa?
Why?
Because cheaters are protected.
Yeah, it's the way you tell them. Ollie!
Now you're asking. So, you got one cricket ball in one hand and another in the other. What have you got?
2 balls.
A big cricket.
I'm just wondering, do you think this software I'm recording on can add tumbleweeds in the church bell?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering. So it turns out Ratib is from the Chantry School, and my daughter, who goes to the Chantry, got her to write in. So we haven't yet got groupies. Oh. The next one is from Ruby Stevens, who turns out is one of my daughter's best mates from the Chantry School. So it turns out we haven't got. She comes all the way from Hull Teeth, which is down the road. Ruby says, how did you get into cricket, and who was your cricket inspiration? Good luck, guys. Amazing podcast. And then, great job, Craig.
Craig?
Exactly. I think she meant Wayne. So thanks for the question, Ruby. Big up to Ruby. Big up to Elle. So how did you get into cricket? I got into cricket because my brothers were mental over cricket. My brother was like the fastest bowler in the world.
You can't, because that's me.
That's how I got into it. How did you guys get to cricket?
I got dragged to Bromyard as a 13-year-old by my games teacher at Chantry, because I was obviously a Chantry boy as well.
Yeah, Chantry is the Martley school, by the way. Sorry.
So yeah, that's how I got into it. I was dragged as a 13-year-old. I went and played for Bromyard Thirds.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
Ollie, how did you get into it?
No, Dad's always been into it. The whole family lab. My dad, my uncle, they've always played. So I've been dragged to it since the young age before I could walk, sort of thing. And Dad started me off at Ombersley, then moved to Rushwick, and then ended up at Martley because of transfer.
Wow. Well, Lynn Hubbard has written in. Now, Lynn Hubbard, she is amazing. I know Lynn, and she runs. You know, people do worthwhile things. I don't do anything worthwhile. I mean, this isn't really worthwhile, is it? It's a few beers. But she does worthwhile things for people in the community, especially for kids. And she part runs and really contributes to a theatre group called All and Sundry. So get to the Artrix in Bromsgrove. A production of Frankenstein is coming up. Get tickets.
I need to sell it, and then don't know about his wife's company, Thoroughly Theatre.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
But Lynn has written in, and she is amazing. She says, why is cricket called cricket? Now, I went onto Wikipedia about this. Now, this is fact of the week, okay? Worldwide. Worldwide. So I went on, and it says, it's suggested that, I'm going to spell it, CREAG was an Old English word for cricket, but expert opinion is that it was an early spelling of Craig, CRAIC, meaning fun and games. Boom. Nothing.
Okay, not fun and games, is it?
So cricket's named after me, Mr. Fun and Games. And that's according
with that. Have you edited Wikipedia?
That is according to Wikipedia. And we know Wikipedia is spot on and never lies.
Have you personally edited Wikipedia? Because you can do that.
Just saying.
To make you look good again.
But the other email we got was promotion finance. So we got an automatic £8,000 facility.
Yeah.
Which is
going to come in handy when we go to the Mangrove Cricket Tour.
Exactly. Now I tried to get us on Instagram, and I got blocked by Instagram saying it's not applicable or something like that. We need to appeal. So we're relying on Tom Vale to get us on Instagram. So just a reminder, creasemeup@hotmail.com. And just to confirm, we haven't had one email from anyone at the club.
Yeah.
In terms of promoting the club,
most of them can't read or write, so
that's true. So send us your questions or your voice notes, even if it's abuse, and check out martleycricket.co.uk. Who are we going to have on next time?
I'll go to the big dog. We've got to get Brad.
Or Misty. Oh, Bradders.
Yeah.
Vila. And Watty might be back. You never know.
Yeah.
Let's give him a punch. Can we just
made a video and virtually put me on, so I'm waiting for.
Yeah, so just to confirm for listeners, there's a little fella called Owen Birdsley.
He's not little.
He's not little, but in terms of intellect and prowess, how would you describe Owen?
Oh, he's up there with the best. He's up there with the best, providing you're operating a room 4-year-old.
Owen is he's a nice bloke. I had a few beers with Owen, and he's a top bloke. He's top banana. Let's turn to, and it's still 0-0 between the Scots and the Hungarians, but England at the Euros. So we just played Denmark. We haven't yet played Slovenia.
Oh, I don't know. I've lost all enthusiasm with it because
Ollie, you played it.
Similar. I know England at the Euros is very similar to watching the paint dry at the new pavilion.
Yeah.
That our good friend, the Vice President Paul Williams, has been painting for us.
And Ollie, what's the biggest problem with the England football team?
Oh, where do we start?
Is it management? Is it tactics? Is it the players? What do you think?
Well, management and tactics goes hand in hand, doesn't it? He just needs to go.
Is that Safegate?
Yeah.
Safegate is he?
Man United candidate.
I'd get him a Man United because I wouldn't stop pissing myself if he became their manager.
Yeah, I think
that'd be fantastic.
That would be the end of me.
And should we have
that'd be the end of me? That's harsh, isn't it?
It would Southgate United. No thanks.
And I have to say, I think one of the best podcasts is The Rest is Football by Gary Lineker and Michael Richards and Shearer. I think it's fantastic. And when Shearer said yesterday or the day before they were shit, he was absolutely right. It was terrible.
It was boring.
It was boring.
Absolutely. I was bored shitless on Thursday watching that.
Yeah.
We had the bar open. We were watching it before we played the Worcestershire Staff 11. Everyone switched off. It was just tip tap, no going forward, no nothing, no second, no plan B.
Yeah.
Just crap.
Yeah.
And he comes out and goes, I haven't got a replacement Calvin Phillips. Well, that's your best excuse, Safegate. You walk in the line.
And after this whinge, we're going to crease you up with some comedy. So that was a quality whinge. Now let's turn to the final element of the show, because everyone has pretty much switched off by now, and now they're turning back for the main element of the show, hamburger or hot dog. This is a bit that no one's been looking forward to. So, Ollie,
He's kept this from.
I've kept it for you. So, hamburger or hot dog, for those of you who don't know, I'm going to read out a couple of options to Ollie per time, and you have to give me a definitive answer. Not, well, it depends, or I'm not sure. You have to give me an answer, okay?
Got you.
And this is our way to round up knowing Ollie, one of the finest people you know. So, are you ready, Ollie?
Go on.
Okay. Sliced bread or baguette?
Baguette.
Ooh, I think you're going to go sliced bread.
No, it's got to go baguette on that one.
Beyonce or Taylor?
It's an easy one.
Is it?
Got answer it for me.
Taylor?
It's got to be. It's got to be.
Do you fancy him?
No, it just doesn't get better than Taylor Swift, does it?
Really? Have you been?
You just got to know what my estimations.
Unfortunately not, but no, can't go wrong with it, Taylor Swift. Can't go wrong.
Really? Okay. City or United?
He's a red, isn't he?
No.
What sort of question is that?
He's a red.
No.
Yeah, no, not one.
You've come here, drank my beer, eaten my cake, and you're a red.
You telling me you're City?
No, just anyone but United.
Oh, be it.
United. Oh, God's sake. Rice or noodles?
Rice.
Ooh, that was definitive.
Very like,
Beach or pool?
See, I can't stand the sand.
I know you like me there.
Yeah, listen.
Unless I'm in the Caribbean.
Really? Same as my
sand is great. I love the Caribbean powder sand.
Yeah.
I'll get away from it.
Or Florida or somewhere like that.
Ooh.
But they're the only beach. And if you go on an English beach, it's just shit and it just gets everywhere. It's just crap.
How awful.
Go to a Welsh beach.
Oh.
They're the same. Why not? I went to Scotland 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Their beaches are literally full of SH1T on the beaches.
Right.
And big signs, please do not.
Let's not swear now after all you're swearing. I mean, unbelievable.
Please do not swim in the sea. It's full of shite.
Yeah, exactly.
In Scotland.
Ollie, this question for everyone, man or woman. Blonde or brunette?
Got to go brunette, I reckon.
Oh.
Got to.
Oh.
If blonde walked up to you, you'd say no. Don't lie to me. It's both. The answer to that is both.
Turn it out,
Plane or train?
Plane.
Ooh.
Every day.
Oh, really?
Every day.
Okay. Bike or foot?
Wow.
Taxi. Bloody taxi.
Yeah,
That's spot on.
Yeah, I love the way you got to choose one of them, so you go with something else. Brilliant. Brown or red?
As in sauce.
What else would it be?
Well, it's got to be red.
I mean, let's only step.
If anyone's going brown, they should have a serious look at themselves.
I have both on a bacon sandwich.
You do not have both.
I do have tomato and brown sauce on a bacon sandwich. It is absolutely spot on.
This is the only part people have listened into. They've honestly switched out. They've tuned out. They've come back for hamburger or hot dog, which is taking the world by storm. And you say red and brown.
I have red and brown sauce, yeah.
It's wrong and all that.
But it's got to be Heinz red and it's got to be HV brown.
That's like farting in a lift, isn't it?
You can't.
It's wrong on so many levels. Sorry.
No, you can't have like the other browns going with the Heinz as well. It's a bit, yeah.
Can I just tell? Sorry, diversion from hamburger or hot dog, but this is a chance for the listener to tune out for a minute. So I told a joke the other day in front of about 120 people at work. So I was on the mic, and I said, "Now, this was a Stuart Francis gag. He's brilliant in his gags." So I said, "There's 2 questions for the women in the audience." I said, "By a show of hands, who thinks that men ignore you and don't give a shit about what you think?" All right? Thinking all the women had stuck their hands up. And 3 women stuck their hand up. I thought, okay, well, this is going to go well. So then I said, well, next question. Hands up for the women if you think that men ignore you and don't give a shit about what you think. That's the reaction I had. And that's the reaction. I think that's one of the best gags going. And that's the reaction I had. Honestly, it was worse than your tumbleweed moments earlier on, Ollie. Anyway, back to hamburger or hot dog. Shorts or beer?
Shots. You mean shots?
Shots or shorts?
Shorts.
Shorts or beer?
Oh, what? Shorts, as in like vodka.
Whiskey and gin.
Are you really that
What do you call that?
stupid?
How old do you think?
3?
Well, there we go then.
Oh, what would you call it? What would you call like whiskey or gin?
Spirits.
Spirits or beer, Ollie?
I'd go spirits, I would.
Really?
Yeah.
Steve, what's the world come to?
I don't know what's going on there.
Are you having Botox?
You know what I'm saying? Forget vodka. I'd go rum.
I do like an amber rum. My favourite is Mount Gay. I do a lot of Mount Gay rum from Barbados. It is beautiful with a bit of ice and a touch of Coke in the top.
This is brought to you by Diageo. New York or Paris?
Done both.
Yeah, and?
I'd go New York personally.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Wine or cocktails?
It's a tough one. I do like a glass of red. But then I think you just got to top it with the cocktails, haven't you?
So which one? You can only have one.
What a load of
I do quite like a mojito. You can't go wrong with a mojito.
Are you wine, Steve?
Oh, yeah, there's a spare place on cricket, so I'm not taking in. Mojito cocktails. You
can't go wrong.
Well, you wait.
So you're going to have mojito cocktails, rum and Versalts. I mean, oh my God.
Looks like beating me to it.
North of England or south of England?
You got to go south, haven't you, I guess.
You can't go up north, they have gravy on the chicks.
No, it's wrong. That's wrong.
Apologies to all our listeners in the north of England. Winter or summer Olympics?
You've got me thinking. I do quite like a bit.
It won't take too long if he's thinking.
No, I want to.
Like skiing? What, as in that type of skiing?
Yeah, that's like.
And for those of you who can't see Steve in my kitchen, he's waving his arms up and down like a chicken.
No, I think I'll go winter.
Winter? Okay. Chicken or egg?
Oh,
As in, which came first?
well, you can't have an egg on its own, so it's got to be a chicken, isn't it?
It's got to be a chicken. Salt or pepper?
Yeah, but salt or pepper?
Yeah, salt or pepper. So you can only have one.
Every day of the week, so
Oh,
every day.
he's quite, decisive, isn't he, Ollie?
But it's.
Yeah, but some of his decisions are shocking, Ollie.
Why not cocktails? I
What are
mean,
you saying there? Salt or pepper? You can't tell me you're disagreeing with me.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
I'm not.
You don't have pepper at all.
Oh, well.
So when you get the football and you have like a bod film,
Yeah.
do you not put pepper in it?
See, you can't through with both. I like Marmite.
Well, same stuff, isn't it?
I would
You go to the football and you get like a
on toast. I'll have it, but in a drink.
Marmite.
Yeah,
No.
on toast.
Well, your clubs have just gone up if you like Marmite.
It doesn't get better than Marmite on toast.
and next week we're going to charge for this. Big or small?
Massive.
Right. Kane or Watkins?
After listening to the first two games, I think he's got to change it up and go Watkins. I reckon, or Tony, one of the two. But I think
I think Tony be a good shout because he'd have already had a bet on the game and we know what the result's going to be.
well, there we go then.
Yeah.
Sorted.
Finally, the one that no one's been looking forward to. Hamburger or hot dog?
Tough one, but I'm gonna have to go hamburger.
Good man.
Yeah.
I had a double quarter pounder today with cheese.
Did you?
Holidays.
With chips?
Yeah.
Hang on, where?
Unfortunately,
Was it in McDonald's?
it was a McDonald's one because we was on the way to the Manflu Cricket today. Kids needing feeding, so it was a stop and go job. We were running
And can we just agree that Burger King has the best chips?
Our Burger King has the best burgers.
Yeah, but they don't come with salt. You don't get salt on them at Burger King.
Can you not get salt?
Yeah, but you want them pre-salted, don't you? It's
No.
why?
So go to the fish and chip shop, right? They ask you if you want salt and vinegar.
Yeah,
So you say yes or no.
but you don't even get the option at Burger King. They just no salt.
But you can add salt to them. They've got little sachets of salt.
I don't agree with it. It's got to come salted.
What about the anti-salters?
Forget it.
Okay.
These two are having a proper ding dong. This is fantastic. I wish you had this on video.
Wouldn't you put the anti-salters on a level with the flat earthers?
And the rest.
Because they're absolutely...
I've never seen Ollie so angry.
They're an amazing bunch of bad...
Salt and vinegar. You should be having a look at
I
yourself.
mean, your heart rate never gets above 35. And like now, you're really stressed. This is amazing.
You should be having a look at yourself with no salt and vinegar.
And we've just hit the post.
Oh, Steve, final question. How do you think Ollie's going to get on after a few beers in La Manga?
It's a bit breeze, right?
I'm absolutely...
Or after a few cocktails?
So look, it's one of the ones that's going to be the highlight of the tour.
Yeah.
I think
Colin Frizzle.
for those that don't know Ollie, I think it's fair to say he's probably not the biggest drinker in the club.
Yeah.
So
Can I just ask who is Steve?
I don't. Well, there's a few within the club that can sort of get up to sort of the 25 pint level.
And just to confirm, because none of them are listening, none of them are sending in any questions to creasemeup@hotmail.com. Top 3 drinkers in the club, including you.
I don't know. Oh dear. Dill's got to be up there. Let's go with tourists. Dill's up there.
Yep.
You'll be yourself up there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'd be at least the top 20 of the 20 that are going on the tour.
Yes.
There's a couple of outsiders. That Junior Ganderton, he can put it away a little bit. Vince can put it away a little bit.
Yeah.
And Jay can on the quiet.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
he can forget himself. He can't.
Bakes is another one. He can.
All of these guys we're having on the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones I'd think that
Let's do it.
Without that, a lot of the others.
Now, what we do also need, we were chatting about it, we'd love to get someone from Worcestershire Cricket Club on this podcast. What do you think the chances, Steve?
I think excellent.
Why would you not want to come on this podcast? You got free cake and beer.
Our long-standing president is going to speak to a certain cricketer at Worcestershire, and see if he can come on to do half an hour with us.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Basically, we would try and do it a couple of weeks before the 26th of July, where we are playing against Worcestershire. Martley.
Wow.
To see if the beneficiary would come on the podcast with us.
That would be amazing.
So,
well,
it's in the pipeline. We're trying. Obviously, they're busy people, aren't they, professional cricketers? So,
well, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Well,
failing that, I think we can get him on the phone when we get Bradders on for that one as well.
That would be great.
We can probably do it that way.
That would be great. So, it just remains for me to say, in terms of the 23rd most popular cricket podcast in the UK, out of how many do you think? 23?
Several million.
It's goodbye from me. Goodbye from Steve.
It's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from Ollie.
I'll catch you next time, guys.